Hello everybody, welcome back to the Final Fantasy X walkthrough. We are just about to do the Bavel. I think this is called the Bavel Temple. I guess I don't really know the name of this place. But anyways, this is the temple in Bavel. And I just noticed there when you're, just before you push the pedestal over, you can see the two treasure chests for this area. And all right, so this one can be a little frustrating because of the timing. I don't think that this one's necessarily like I wouldn't say it's a difficult puzzle, but the difficulty again is the timing, because we're on this platform and you have to time out certain button pushes, like right there. So it ends up being a little frustrating because the You'll see here. I want to go a certain way or down a certain path, but because you have to tap the X button at just the right time. There you go. There, so I got it to. I mean, generally you tap the button like as the arrow is pointing in the direction that you want, but sometimes some of them are like some of the crossroads are faster than others, and so it can be difficult to time it all out. But anyways, from the top, you want to take the first right, and then you want to go through the next cross. Actually, I don't think you can even change the direction of the second or the bottom level yet. And then I don't know if you actually need to toss that in there. I think we could actually. I guess we'll see. But I thought I could hold one of those spheres, but. We'll see if that makes a difference at all. Basically, the way this whole puzzle works is you need to put spheres in different areas to change your options. Yeah, and so here, like, so this is I'd say that this is the bottom path, or that's how I'm kind of going to describe this one. But as of right now, the bottom path only has one direction, and that's because we don't have spheres in certain locations. Here we need to go straight, and I think we need to go to the right. Yeah, so again, now I missed the timing on this, so basically what it does is it just throws you on the end, and then then you just cycle back to the beginning, which, you know, isn't so bad. And then, yeah, here, now I screwed up, because I didn't want to come down here. So, you know, like I said, this... It can be a little frustrating because the timing is just, I don't know, kind of sucks sometimes. I did notice that the timing kind of changes too. So, what I mean by that is, actually, I'll point it out. There's kind of a better illustration of this point later on in the video where I believe I'm on the bottom level, and you know, I was trying to get. Well, to a different area, and I kept going by one of the crossroads, and it felt like every time I went through there, the timing changed just a little bit on the button push. So like at first it was nearly impossible, and then as I made more as I failed essentially a bunch of times, it seemed like the timing lined up better. And like I said, once I actually get there, I'll try to point that out. I believe here now we want to go to the right. There we go. So there, you just got to keep in mind though too that you don't necessarily have to be right over the top of the switch in order to time out your button presses. You can actually if you time it out beforehand, basically just I would say tap the X button every time the arrow points in the direction that you want to go. That way, you know, if you're a little early, sometimes it'll work out, and even if you're a little bit late, it'll work out too. You'll notice that sometimes you'll travel across a switch like that, and it'll actually pull you back, and then, you know, take you the direction that you want to go. And then here I'm going to turn around. I don't know if I timed this out right, but what we need to do is go to the end now, and then take a left. So we'll see if it times out right or not. Yeah. And I don't know why I went this way. This is not the right way to go. I don't think. Oh, maybe it is. Oh yeah, no, that's cool. Yeah, we gotta grab this one. That's my bad. Yep. So I was right. I'm not totally crazy. That bevel sphere there is just sitting there, and you can obviously just grab that, and that's not gonna alter the path. That's just essentially they just put that one there so that you can you know, kind of grab it at any time, or at least that was my impression. I don't think that sphere actually does anything. I could be wrong. I should say I don't think that sphere does anything in terms of altering your paths or your option of paths, but again, we'll see. Alright, so here now you can see the switches moving. The cool thing about this one is you don't have to just whiz by it. You can stop, you know, it'll actually stop you on it, and then you can wait for it to change the direction that you want to go. And then here is what I was talking about. I think I need to go, I don't know if I need to go to the very end or if I need to go to the second to the last direction, but I do need to go to the right. So we'll see where I actually end up, you know, needing to go, but I know I failed this just a ton of times. And so this was the example I was talking about earlier where, yeah, look at that. The timing is just so bad on this one. I bet this took at least five tries. So I've already, like, I'm pretty sure I've already failed twice, right? So now, and so to me it seemed like it almost wasn't even an option. Like because the timing was so off on it that I don't think, no matter how I pushed the button, I don't think I could have gone down that way. And it is this last. Yeah, see, the timing is so off right now that there's no way that I can even push it and successfully do that, I guess. So we'll see here after a couple of trips if the timing gets better. Boom, and there you go. See, like right there, if I would have been hammering it, I think I would have been able to get there. But it looks to me now like the timing is lining up better. So we'll see here. Now, yeah, I feel like I'm just slow at this point. Like those last two times, the timing was really good. Boom, there it is. Yep, see there again. I felt like that time too, the timing was really, really good. I mean, it just lined up really well, so it should have been pretty easy to get there. The one thing that I didn't do was just hammer the button. Once I got past the fork that where I didn't want to go, I'm kind of curious if I would have been able to just hammer the button and, if that would have taken me the direction that I wanted. For some reason, I kind of doubt it, because I think if you're hammering it, it'll essentially act like you would want to go the, straight, which is not the way that we actually want to go. But not really sure, because I don't think I really even tested it. I think I just waited until the arrow was pointing the direction that I wanted to go, and then waited for it and then hit the button. All right. I think we need to go at this first fork right here. So let's see. Yeah, and I missed the timing, obviously. Missed the timing again. Oh, maybe I was going this way. Okay. Oh, yeah. Yeah, this is where we needed to go. My bad. It's been a while now since I've done this puzzle, so I'm kind of forgetting which ways I actually need to go. Now, I think we need to go to the last path on the very end one more time and put the glyph sphere into the... I'm pretty sure there was a glyph there. Oh, and it looks like you can just hang on to the glyph sphere. You don't actually need to put it in the pedestal. And here it looks like, so obviously the the travel time of the platform was much slower, so I felt like that should have been a lot easier to, you know, to actually get there. And then I missed the timing again. So now here I think it's back to, yep, it's back to being super fast, which luckily, you know, it timed out well and I was able to turn here. But I really feel like I should have been able to time that out better coming from the other direction. Well, maybe that's not an accurate statement. It's not really coming from a different direction. It was just, it was slower. The platform was slower coming from the other area over there. All right, here's the destruction sphere. And I think we need to take that back to the room to the side of us. Basically the way we just came from. So we'll see. We'll see if I'm right. I'm probably completely wrong again, so. Alright, moment of truth. Looks like, yep, we're going straight. And now, oh, missed it. Alright, let's try this again. So like I said, you know, I don't feel like this is a very difficult puzzle by any means. It's just the timing of it is, it's the only part that makes this kind of crappy. But that being said, you know, if they didn't have that, if you know, all of these forks, I guess, were, I don't know, just if every single one of the forks you just stopped at and then you know, changed directions, maybe that would be a little lame, or it would be a little too easy. I don't know, but it would definitely be a lot less frustrating. All right, so there's the destruction sphere. We've tossed that in the right spot. Now I think we need to go one more time to the right here, and timing now. There you go. So there you go. That's an example of, you can go slightly beyond the actual switch as long as you're pressing the button at the right time. You can still make it go the direction that you want. It'll, like I said, it'll pull you back. All right, and I think I'm not 100% sure that I need to be putting these spheres inside the pedestal. I feel like I could, at certain points here, I could have just hung on to them, but I guess we'll see. Again, I don't think that made a difference. I think putting two spheres in the pedestal is redundant. You only need one to make it move around. Maybe I'm wrong though. We'll try to point out if there's actually a reason to have two in there. Basically, just having two spheres in the pedestal, it doesn't change the directions or like your options on where you can go. The only thing would be is if you needed to, basically if you needed to haul around two spheres like this and have another one, you know, that you were about to play, but that just that doesn't come into, or that scenario doesn't end up happening. So again, I'm not really sure why I put the two in the pedestal. Yeah, so there you go. So this takes us to the final area. That being said though, so once you get to this final area, you do need to have both of those. HP sphere, and then that reveals a floor switch, which we need to press. The reason why we need to have both of those spheres is so that you can grab one out, which again, I feel like I could have just hung on to it, and I don't think it would have made a difference. And then you toss the sphere there. That basically activates that path. And then you need to have one still in the pedestal, because otherwise, if you don't have any in the pedestal and you try to push it over here, nothing happens and it doesn't create a, you know, a pathway for you to go on. And there's the Nightlands. And that's that. So that's everything. That's the those are the two treasure chests, and that's how to solve this puzzle. Which, you know, again, not too bad. It's not a difficult puzzle. It's just the timing is super annoying. Alright, so what's the Nightlands have on it? It's strong. Obviously, what was it? A total of like 20% strength increase, but... So yeah, I mean, that's decent. I know I didn't end up using it for whatever reason. I'm not even sure what I was equipped with, now that I think about it.
Yuna?
Inside, maybe?
Then what are we standing here for?
Hey!
You can stuff your taboos! What's that?
A faith. They join with the Summoner, and together receive the Aeon. They are human souls, imprisoned in stone by ancient Yevon rites. The dead should be allowed to rest.
Yuna!
Wait! Don't come out!
There's the last of them. You are to stand trial.
I expect it will be a fair trial.
Of course it will.
Alright, so there we have the Esper Bahamut. I typically like Bahamut in games, but I really don't like the graphic in this one. For the most part, I do. It's just the goofy, like, wheel on his back looks really stupid to me. I don't know.
The High Court of Yevon is now in session. The sacred officers of this court seek nothing but absolute truth in Yevon's name. To those on trial, believe in Yevon and speak only the truth.
Maester Kelk Ronso.
Summoner Yuna, you have sworn to protect the people of Yevon, true?
Yes.
Then consider. You have inflicted dire injury upon Maester Seymour Guado, conspired with the Albed and joined in their insurrection. These are traitorous and unforgivable crimes that disturb the order of Yevon. Tell this court what possessed you to participate in such violence.
Your Grace. The real traitor is Maester Seymour. He killed his father Jiskel with his own hands.
What is this?
Hadn't you heard?
Not only that, Maester Seymour is already dead.
It is a summoner's sacred duty to send the souls of the departed to the far plane. Yuna was only doing her job as a summoner.
Grand Maester Micah, please send Seymour now.
Send the unsent to where they belong?
Yes. Maester?
Send the dead? You would have to send me too.
What? Grand Maester Micah is a wise leader. Even in death, he is invaluable to Spira.
Enlightened rule by the dead is preferable to the misguided failures of the living.
Life is but a passing dream, but the death that follows is eternal.
Men die, beasts die, trees die, even continents perish. Only the power of death truly commands in Spira. Resisting its power is futile.
But what of sin? I am a summoner, my lord, like my father before me. I am on a pilgrimage to stop the death that sin brings. Are you telling me that too is futile? Grand Maester Micah, I am not alone. All the people who have opposed sin, their battles, their sacrifices, were they all in vain?
Not in vain. No matter how many summoners give their lives, sin cannot be truly defeated. The rebirth cannot be stopped. Yet the courage of those who fight gives the people hope. There is nothing futile in the life and death of a summoner.
Never futile, but never ending.
Indeed, that is the essence of Yevon.
Lord Micah.
Yevon is embodied by eternal, unchanging continuity, summoner.
No. That can't be right.
Those who question these truths, they are traitors.
Lord Micah!
Get me out of here! I want out now! You hear me?
You waste your breath.
Man, I hope Yuna's okay.
She's strong. She'll make it.
She'll make it? What, so she can die? Why is it everything in Spira seems to revolve around people dying?
The spiral of death.
Huh?
Summoners challenge the bringer of death, sin, and die doing so. Guardians give their lives to protect their summoner. The Faith are the souls of the dead. Even the Maesters of Yevon are unsent. Spira is full of death. Only sin is reborn, and then only to bring more death. It is a cycle of death, spiraling endlessly.
Come out. Your sentence has been decided.
Sentence? Don't you mean execution?
Really now, what person would execute a dear friend?
You would.
Looks like you're next.
Next for what? Ah!
Get going.
Where's everybody else?
Floating down there somewhere, maybe?
Ooh, you made it! What's our sentence?
Think they expect us to give up and die down here?
Oh, well, that's a lame way to kill someone.
Where's Uni?
I don't know.
Wonder if we should wait for her.
Let's wait at the exit.
If there is an exit.
How fares the ransom, Maester?
It seems my father's murder troubles him.
Ever the ransom. Hard-headed, hardly useful.
However, the summoner Yuna, daughter to High Summoner Braska, she may be of some use to us alive.
She has disturbed the order of Yevon. She cannot be allowed to live.
I understand.
Let it go, Seymour. No one thrown into the Via Purifico has ever survived.
Yet there is always a small chance that they might. Place guards at the exit. Kill any who emerge.
Sir, leave that to me.
Oh. First your father, now your bride.
Allow me to do this because she is my bride.
Wait, I will go too.
You do not trust me?
Would you trust a man who murdered his father?
Very well. As you wish.
Lady Yuna, forgive me.
Alright, all kinds of more epic revelations. But anyways, we gotta cut this one, so like, comment, subscribe to give us what to do. Hope you guys are helpful though. Hope you're enjoying them, and alright, keep watching, and we'll see you next time.